Welcome to a tutorial on how I use this resource with my students. I'll share any tips and tricks that work for me, but of course do feel free to modify as you see fit for your own students. Now this is a Halloween resource aimed at working on spatial concepts, but not often addressed in speech therapy. So it's not going to be your typical prepositions like in, on, under, behind, but it addresses positions in a line or a row of things like second from the right, or three on the left and two on the right. So it's a three-part series with increasing complexity, which I will show you later. So first, this first deck, you're gonna set the context with the students. So I'll say something like, okay, Halloween's coming up, and here is your Halloween cake, and it's plain and boring. So these helpful monsters are gonna help us. First, you're gonna have to find them and then visit their homes to pick them up. So we have to listen really carefully because they're going to tell us where to find their keys and where to find their homes. Okay. And your directions here are at the bottom. There's a button that I will go over in this tutorial. And this first set strictly addresses the ordinals and from the left and right, like first from the left, second from the right. So let me show you how that looks like. So click ready to play. The vampire says, I left the key in the second box from the left. So you're going to see there's a left and right helper, first, second. So you're going to click on it and you're going to find the key. Click on it and now you're going to go visit them in their homes. I live in the third house from the left, first, second, third. So if they accidentally decide to count from the right, first, second, third, click, you'll see a sad face. So you just click it right back and you'll get the regular house again. So third from the left and there it is. So you're going to click and there they are. They're going to literally help you decorate the cake. They're going to pop right in there. So that's how the first deck goes. Now the second one addresses from the left and right like the first one, but it also contrasts with on the left and right so that they can see the difference. So this one, there's actually now an updated version with basic, which strictly addresses these two concepts, and another advanced one, which has a few items with extra details, which I will show you later. So if you go to the basic, the vampire says, I left the key in the second box from the left. Again, you find the key. And then now he says, from my house, I can see two houses on the left and five houses on the right. So it's a different concept, but you're going to teach them two on the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the right. So this one must be his house. Click on it. And again, he pops right in to decorate the cake. What I mean by the complex one is, let's say this one. From my house, I can see one tree on the right and four houses with a chimney on the left. So it's not just the simple house situation. So one tree on the right. So only these two will have one tree on the right and four houses with chimney on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it must be this house because if it's this house, where the zombie is, he can only see 1, 2, 3 houses with chimneys. So it does get quite complex. So this is the incorrect one. This is where he lives. But this gives a little bit of a taste of the third version that's to come, which is more complex. So the third version is a little different. Instead of a cake, it's actually a turkey because after Thanksgiving, after Halloween, Thanksgiving comes up. And this turkey is missing its feathers. So again, the helpful monsters are going to help bring the feathers back to the turkey. So again, this one addresses concepts of on the left and right, but it incorporates next to something on the left, between something on the right, things like that. So example, my house is next to the fire hydrant on the right. Fire hydrant on the right, next to it, and it has a round door, this house. So it does have quite a bit of detail. And also it's important that you teach the students words like fire hydrant and street light versus traffic light. So don't forget to teach the vocab. So once you go find them, it pops right behind the turkey to become its feather. And another thing about this third version is that there's only one step. Last one you had the key and the house, but for the third one, you're just going to look for the house and pick them up. Okay. So it does start off, it's complex, but it does start off a little more simple and it does get more advanced and harder as you go. And my house is between the street light and the fire hydrant on the left. Between the street light on the left and fire hydrant on the left. So it's got to be here. Okay. So that is it. So if your students are ready for a challenge, this third version would be really good practice. And you can even have them practice telling the positions too. So as always, use it as creatively as you like. And I hope you and your students enjoy decorating the cakes and the turkey. Have fun.